That is, the light just
All right,
is
we're
so
live,
bright.
guys. Welcome back to another Doomsday's Krypt live stream with the talented Anthony Caimano, co-hosting with me.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Actor, writer, director of the Flower City Butcher and an
I'm
upcoming
sorry, that is
joke.
bothering me.
Okay. And then we also got Anthony S. Creek, who, from what I understand, has a small part in Batman Killing Joke and a nice role in Flower City Butcher. Welcome, guys.
Yes, it's gonna be awesome.
Thank you for having us.
I'm always happy to have you guys. Welcome. So, Anthony, how long have you been acting for? Creek. I'm going to say Anthony Creek.
I've been acting for, I would say, actually in something the last 3 years.
I'll fix this
But
layout.
I've been trying for like 4.
Nice. There we go.
There we go. All right, it's better now. All right, we got the Facebook user saying yo. Now I got Facebook up here, so I got a feeling I'll probably have to reload the screen. But so how long have you been acting there for, Anthony Creek? I say AC, but you're both ACs.
I've been trying for 4 or 5 years, but it's been like 3 years since I actually got into something and actually experienced it on set.
Okay, so what past roles have you had, or has it been kind of really trying to get your foot in the door?
More of slasher films I've been in now, and then I did two shorts for RIT College. That they were small roles. One I got to play an orderly, and the other one I was kind of like an asshole guy and got killed.
Getting killed in war is always a good thing, though. I can't think there's a better way to go. But let's see, we got Daniel Cruz in the chat, talented mask maker. We got Fred Lives, Kyle Curtis Flet. I'm sure all of us know Kyle.
Yeah, thank you, Kyle. And
so
Daniel.
why don't you let everybody know what your role is in the upcoming Killing Joke, if you can, and also in Flower City Butcher, or maybe Anthony Caimano can answer that too.
The Flower City Butcher, I will be Jonathan, which I'm more of hot-headed, probably very abrasive. I'll probably put like a little cockiness into it, obviously. And I'm excited for that. And the Killing Joke, I haven't looked at Facebook really much today or yesterday because I've been busy working, and then today I had to go get my kid. So that is definitely great news on top of long day of work.
Trust me, I understand. I totally understand. I've been working crazy hours, and I can only imagine with a kid too. Keeps your hands nice and full, huh?
Definitely, but I enjoy it. It's fun.
I can believe it. Mine's grown now. Mine's 25. I got Devo, which Anthony Caimano knows now. So
yeah,
got my daughter, Christy. So that I get it raising them when they're at that age. But
Anthony and I did a watch along, a Dark Knight watch along with Devo a few weeks back.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's hard to tell because I watch it on the phone and you guys look so small on it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, definitely keep your hands.
So how did you guys meet? You and Anthony. Well, how did Anthony and Anthony meet?
I seen a post for the Killing Joke, and because I love Batman so much, I just kind of wanted to be extra or someone in it. So I messaged him, and after that, he told me that he had a better role for me in the Flower City Butcher. And I was like, okay, well, I'll take it.
Hey, it's a good step in the door to get things really rolling for you, because with the indie community, everything's kind of blowing up, and there's so many roles for actors, especially up and coming actors, to really get your feet wet in the door, and people reaching out to you, especially Anthony and Crabtree. Once you kind of get with them, they're going to be making sure they're looking out for you and having your back, and helping you get into these roles, and working with you.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm very happy I met him. He is
Thank you. Yeah, I try to find people like Anthony that are done a little bit of work or just trying to get into it, and just try to help as much as I can. Put them in contact with people that might be willing to interview them or let them audition or whatever the case. I'm grateful that I have his support too, so it goes both ways. It's not a one-way thing.
Well, it's a great community for that. I mean, everybody kind of tries to have everybody's back. For the most part, I found it to be a really great community where, everybody gets to know each other through everybody, and it opens a lot of doors for a lot of different people. And it brings to light these certain projects that are coming on that you might not have heard of before, or would not have known about. So yeah, I mean, Facebook and the online community is definitely a great place for actors, especially up and coming actors.
Yeah.
And welcome, Kelly Gates.
Hi,
I
Kelly.
appreciate you being here. And then,
sorry for the lighting in the house. But it's kind of. I'm
No
in
big
the
deal.
living room right now.
It's okay.
and look,
It's actually
that's what Shangy's saying. So we're the handsome guys there. All
Thank
guy
you,
night for the
Shangy.
ladies. All guy night for the ladies tonight.
Thank you, Shangy. Anthony, with you sitting right there, the light's behind you, we can't even see it. So it looks perfect to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
But so what kinds of roles are you really looking for, Anthony? As an actor, what do you think is your best asset that you bring to the table? Intensity, comedy, serious?
Well, so far I've been kind of a little funny and mean, but honestly, I kind of want to get as many roles as I can just to see where my strong points are. Honestly,
Kind of a learning lesson
like
type deal, and learning as you go, and seeing
yeah,
where your comfort zone is, and hopefully a range of different talents that you'd like to see from yourself, I imagine. Whether it's comedy,
I'm more used to putting myself through it. Like I always did, like mechanics and stuff like that. So you rip it apart, you obviously have to find out how to put it back together. So can't give up and just do it. So I like to I'd like to use that as like a tool next time.
I don't know if I'm lagging. It felt like there's a little lag. You hearing me okay, Anthony? See?
Sound perfect.
Okay, cool. Well, I just want to make sure. Um, so what got you inspired to start acting? Like, what said, I really would like to act?
Uh, I always loved movies. I've My mom put me in like hair modeling when I was like 14, and I enjoyed it. Honestly, it was kind of fun, and I don't know. I I always was a character. I'm always goofy. I don't know. It's like a passion that I've never experienced, so I want to. And every time I get on set, I absolutely love it and enjoy it.
I can imagine. What do you think is the best part about, being an actor that you've been on sets with? Is it meeting the other people, or actually be in front of the camera and trying different things? Uh,
Honestly, I kind of just enjoy everything of it, and definitely meeting the new people. That is fun, especially if they're like talented actors, stuff like that. But I also enjoy trying to put myself into a different character each time. It's fun trying to figure out who you're going to be next.
yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I've never been an actor. I wish I had started maybe when I was younger, even because especially with all this indie stuff going on, it just seems so much fun. And I see so many people saying, I'm seeing all these roles coming up and all these different things, and it's not Hollywood. You don't have to get in that kind of door. You can kind of, the opportunity really seems to be there that people have a chance to really, really have it, let their talents be seen and grow as an actor more than before in the past, where I don't think people had that opportunity.
Right.
It's like you know somebody who knows somebody, and you might get in there. And
Right.
It was hard. It was hard to. I will say though, for Clowns in the Woods, I messaged him and he was like, "Oh, I have a perfect role you can play. You could play Brad," and that was my first acting ever with lines, and I did like about 3/4 of the movie, and that one's
well,
coming out soon.
have you gotten a sneak peek of it or any of your scenes?
I do have some scenes. They're on my YouTube page, and I think I put there is the last show on it, but I have to still upload it.
Okay, yeah. Have you seen the full film, or is it still in editing?
No, we've seen it. I'm pretty sure he sold pretty much sold it to be purchased to make movies, and I think it might go on Indigo.
Okay,
I'm not
so it's
sure
not
yet.
on
I'm
Indiegogo
not
yet.
sure yet.
It's not on Indiegogo as
Tubi,
a project.
Tubi maybe, but
To be sounds right.
yeah,
Yeah, I think those streaming services are really the way to go for a lot of these films. With Tubi and even Amazon Prime, I've seen others have theirs on there. Crackle's another one where I think there's a lot of opportunity for these indie films to grow, especially Tubi. Tubi's great. I love it. I'll find the most obscure films and just start watching them, and I have a lot of fun with them.
I'm trying to get my girlfriend to watch the one with me still. It's Killer Sofa, where it's a sofa couch that kills people, and another one where I really want to check it out. It's called Llamageddon. It's a killer llama with laser eyes.
Cool.
There's the
It's
craziest
fun but
titles,
funny.
but they can be so much fun too.
Right.
Lido was one I watched. That was definitely a different movie. That was something else. I actually enjoyed Clown Hotel. I watched that recently. I like the clown ones on there. I was talking to some friends about it. So since
Yeah.
you're in a clown movie, I probably would have ran into it if it was on Tubi anyway and started watching it.
Mhm.
So Clown Motel was directed by Joseph Kelly. So he's
Yeah.
from my hometown. So the first project I ever did was actually one of his. As far as I know, I'm the first person he actually ever filmed, like for one of his movies. This
Oh,
was
really?
over a decade ago. How
I
crazy
really
is that?
enjoyed that one. It had Ari Lehman in it.
I saw the
different-
first one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen the second one. I didn't realize there was a sequel, but I had a lot of fun with it.
I don't
But,
know for sure that it's out. I don't think it's out yet. They
okay.
definitely filmed it, but I don't think they released it yet.
Okay. So it's one of those ones too. I want to see it because I did like the first one. It was wildly crazy, and the kills were really entertaining. And then they had the little guy who was just smashing things up on the RV, and I don't know, it was just. But it actually had a decent story too. It was not like
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised how good it was.
That's a
And
real hotel too. I don't know if you knew that. The motel is a real motel.
Think somebody had told me that, but I have heard
Yeah.
that before. That was a real hotel.
Yeah, or motel. Yeah.
I want to go.
Yeah, the motel you can stay at with clowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
love clowns, so clowns will be scared of me because I'll be chasing them down.
Okay. Do you want a container?
No, that's okay. Thank you
people
so
have
much.
like a incredibly petrifying fear of clowns. I've never noticed it before.
Yeah, for sure.
feels like this stream's lagging, but I don't know if it's me or not. I'm kind of looking at like the other link, and it doesn't seem to be lagging. I don't know if you guys are having any issues on your side. No,
Looks good. Looks good to me.
looks good to
Yeah,
you.
looks
Yeah.
fine to me, honestly.
So, what was a good question I was going to ask? You guys are so quiet today, especially Anthony. Which
I'm trying
Anthony?
to.
I don't know. I'm not going to say which Anthony.
I'm trying to stay quiet because it's Anthony Creek's interview, so I don't want to, talk too
Yeah,
much. I'm trying to let him have the spotlight.
yeah. Well, I'm excited for him. I always love hearing about guys who are just really finally getting their feet in the door, and I think it's really cool that you put him in a couple roles for you, and you see the talent in him, and
I
want to
think
see
he's.
him.
Yeah, I think he's super talented. He just did what's the short film he did? Is it called The Short List?
No, the last show. It's on
last show.
YouTube
There's one for that.
by Joshua T. Wagner.
And it's maybe like 12 minutes long or something like that, right?
Yeah, like
It doesn't want to.
I'd say like about 15 at most.
And it's pretty entertaining, and Anthony carries it the whole time. Like Anthony does a lot of he has a lot of dialogue in there, and he's just carrying that thing.
It was fun though. I had to be like a 70s rocker kind of hippie. And
yeah, I liked it.
I won't lie.
watched it.
I wanted the sunglasses. I wanted them.
Yeah, he's actually pretty talented. If you watch that short film, you'll see. I'll give you a better idea of what he can do.
And I don't think I ever had the link for it. And I know Anthony's been super busy working and everything, so I haven't really had a chance to touch base with him, which is something I usually do to kind of be able to check some of his work.
Yeah, you gotta check it out after the interview. He'll
absolutely.
He'll surprise some people, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty quiet on these live feeds sometimes. So
yeah,
that's all right.
I always get nervous for these live feeds. I don't know why. It's even like I get nervous for the few like couple lines, and then I kind of get in the groove.
You're doing fine, man. Like I said, so you got those 2 upcoming roles with Anthony, and do you have any other ones you got in the works right now? So you're going to be pretty busy, likely.
No, I actually don't. I tried to audition for one that was like a recasting, but didn't hear anything back. So honestly, I'm okay with it because I can worry more about these 2 than something else.
They're lost. My game.
Yeah, now that Anthony doesn't have to work a schedule around you and all your parts. So,
they're lost. Anthony's talented.
Are you going to be traveling to New York for Anthony? Are you in his area?
What was that? Oh, I'm in Buffalo, New York.
Oh, so you're not. I mean, I lived in upstate. I mean, it can be a long drive. New York's a big area. Everybody thinks New York City, but
about probably like an hour, maybe hour and 20.
Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, I grew up in upstate. I grew up in Clinton when I was
on Clinton.
Clinton, New York. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been there. I'd like to go back just to go to the cider mill, if it's still open.
Oh, it's still open.
Oh, is
in West Seneca?
Yeah. I lived right on the hill by Hamilton College. We used to go to that college when I was a kid, and we just go we didn't destroy anything, but we'd go in and start jousting, put golf on the course. Before nowadays.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I loved it out there. I still remember it. I moved away from there when I was had to be 8, 9. I think I was 13 when I moved. But I got the greatest memories. That's my childhood memories right there, and riding my bike. I remember I'd stop at one place, catch the bullfrog, bring him home. My mom would throw him in the yard. I'd go out in the yard, grab him, and the whole cycle would go. Yeah. Upstate New York was beautiful. It's so much different than the city.
Oh, yeah. Some of the areas country, and others, there's more city-ish, but Yeah, it just depends on
Then
where
you
you
got the
live and
separate-
what you're looking for. Yeah,
I
exactly.
I traveled a lot with hockey, so I'd be in Rome, Troy, Utica, all those places. So that
Right.
was a lot of fun when I was a kid. Yeah. Yeah, my parents made me figure skate too, so I was pretty good. It was the only way they'd let me play hockey. You gotta figure skate first. Oh, I hated it. I mean, I didn't. I was good to learn, but I wasn't really into the figure skating. I was more into shooting pucks around and having a hockey stick. I felt empty without one. But yeah. So you're
Yeah,
looking.
my
Are
mom
you?
had me on ice skates. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead. No, you go
My
ahead.
mom had me on ice skates when I was 3. So then she
Wow.
put me in ice hockey. So I did ice hockey, I think, for 3 or 4 years for like the Dominic Hasek thing that he had going on.
Oh, nice,
So I
nice.
did that for a bit. That was
Do you guys still get those brutal winters in upstate? Because we used to have like the snow. I mean, I was little, but we'd walk on the snow and we'd take those super tubes and even the smallest too, and we'd just do like what felt like the fastest you could be going as a kid and just slide all the way back. Usually I'd hit some vines, some local bushes that would stop me. Always fun. Always fun.
Yeah, this year was pretty rough.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. It
we
wasn't as
got
bad
slammed
when I
with the
lived in
snow this year.
Massachusetts. New York had it, but I didn't know if it was still having those kind of winters. But that was one of my memories, and I used to
every
love this going
every
around
so
the
often we get a bad winter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seems like every like 5 to 7 years we'll get a bad winter.
I think I
Yeah.
was there for the ones that were always there. I always remember snow, a lot of snow. I had the 4-blade
Yeah,
skates, the ones that up your shoes.
yeah. The last storm we had that was really bad was like it was like 7 feet of snow. That was a
7
fun
feet of
one trying
snow.
to shut. Yeah, 7 feet.
Ah, that's insane.
You couldn't go anywhere, and it was funny too because after like we kind of shoveled most of it out, a plow truck hit my car, lifted it up, and moved it out of spot because it thought it was a snowbank. And I'm watching it all be done in the front window, just watching him do it. I'm just like, oh my God.
I can imagine that happened to more than one person with 7 feet of snow, though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It happens a lot sometimes, especially if like they leave their car and it's covered in snow and
Yeah.
they don't realize they can just hit it.
I mean, I used to plow snow, so we get some big banks. Like we had a winter in Massachusetts where we actually had to have the front heater and come and move it, but never 7 feet of snow. That's just insane. Some monster snowmen there.
All right.
So what is your personal favorite type of movie? Like if you had to pick a role you wanted to do, you said you've been in slasher, so that seems like the one that kind of gotten to. But what's your personal favorite that you'd like to be in? Like what's the next kind of role that you'd be interested in doing aside from a slasher or horror?
Honestly, I would like to do something like a Days Confused. Like something that takes place in like the 80s or 70s, like Philly, where they actually get the real dress up and everything. That would be cool.
That would be cool. That's one of my favorite movies myself. When I was 18, 19, 20, I related that movie. I must have watched it every night after work. And I used to know
It's
every line.
funny. It's a great movie. It is, or even like something dumb and funny like Lost Lost Without a Paddle,
Okay.
something like
Yeah.
that. Just or like Road Trip, even like just something dumb, funny.
Yeah.
But
It's interesting.
Comedy is one of those ones, if you can pull it off, and they say if you can do comedy well, you can pretty much do anything. So with Anthony saying you really grown, like your natural talent at acting, I'd like to see you in a comedy movie and see what happens. Because if you can pull that off, they say most of them translate well.
There is a
look at
little
all.
bit of comedy in the last show, right?
What's that?
Yeah, I had to pretty much be the comedy of that one because I had to be like that jokey, but don't know if
Yeah,
I'm being serious or not.
right. Yeah, he does some comedy in the last show, the short film that we were talking about before.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
when
I want to see it. I wish I meant to get all the links, and I've just been so crazy busy. It's not even
yeah,
funny. I know
I know
Anthony
it.
been crazy busy. I know you've been crazy busy, and usually I'll have like everything all lined up. But I knew you were at work today, Anthony, and you got home and you had a lot to do, and I didn't want to bug you while you were getting ready for the interview and stuff. So usually I'm more prepared to ask more questions. But like I said, it's been crazy for me. I know it's been crazy for Anthony Caimano, and it's been crazy for you. We need to be able to concentrate on this with this damn work getting in the way, you know? It's like you got to make a living.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
hopefully if I can make this a living, I would be happy with that. At least I'd be happy going to work every single day, knowing that I get to do something new instead of the same routine every day.
I can understand that. And I'd give you more time to be a father in its own way because it's a lot to just work, be a father, and then trying to be an actor too on top. That's got to be, keep your hands full.
Yeah, but if I didn't have my hands full, then I wouldn't know what to do. I'd probably go a little crazy.
I have that same problem. I just if I don't have something to do, I don't know. I do go stir crazy. I've learned that because I've just gotten used to working so much that I don't know what else to do that I enjoy. It's pretty weird, but it's a good thing. Where before I couldn't wait to leave work, now I just usually enjoy it. So it's a balance. But is there any indie fan films that you've watched that you really like, and it's other than Anthony Caimano, that you'd really like a director or a writer that you'd really like to work with?
See, I'm very. You put me on the spot. I'm
Oh,
actually
then don't
bad with
answer.
names.
It doesn't mean for
I'm
anybody
bad
else.
with names. Like indie movies, I would say what L vs Tucker would be like an indie movie. That's a funny slasher. And actually, hold on 1 second. I know someone who can answer. What indie movies do we watch? We just watched a bunch.
You know you're married when you're asking the wife if she knows better.
I'd like to see him in
She
a.
remembers more.
I'd like to see him do something
Honestly,
with
I would.
with Steve Merlo.
That would be great. Steve's so talented, man. I cannot wait for the Sawyer Massacre. That's going to be insane.
Yeah, I think that was. I think that would be a good move for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know he's so, and I the fact that he's really tied into so much to that Sawyer Massacre, and I saw the Disorder movie he did, and that was like no budget, and that was amazing. I can't imagine what he's going to do with the Sawyer Massacre. I'm blown away to really watch that one. I'm looking forward to the edits, but that would be if I was an actor in the indie community, that would be one I'd definitely be like, I'd love to work for that guy or act in one of his movies.
Yeah, I auditioned for the Sawyer Massacre. I didn't get it. Yeah.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Yeah. Briley Michael Bell ended up getting the role for it.
Uh,
I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's a super talented actor too.
yeah,
He worked out
I've
better
heard
for
of
it.
him. I definitely am looking forward to seeing him in the role. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously I follow their group page too, and I've seen a lot of them, but I haven't really had a chance to get to know all the actors in the movie.
Yeah, I've only seen Briley live one time, and it was with Steve on one of his live feeds. I think you should reach out and see if you can get him on for an episode.
Yeah, I talked to Steve about getting some some of the cast on and a post-credit thing. Actually,
Riley.
I'm talking to Steve Tuesday and Scotty.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
getting some Steve Merlo. Yeah. Scotty
I'd like
Parker. I'm looking forward to that one. That's
I'd
going
like
to be
to
a
see
fun.
that Briley Michael Bell guy. Yeah, no, I love Steve. I did a Sawyer Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the new one. I did a review with him like a month ago on his.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was right before he went filming.
Yeah. It was like it was his last episode, and then he went filming.
Did you feel bad because he cut you from? He didn't hire you or cut you and Sawyer Massacre through your bone.
I was gonna go live that night, and I sent him a message, and I was like, "Hey, instead of both of us going live at the same time, would it be okay if I came on your show?" And he said, "Yeah, sure." And I went on and talked about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
He's one of the nice guys in Indy too that I've met. Like he's the first project I really got on board with, and I couldn't be happier. Like getting to know Steve. I've been on his show when I was at Phantasm last year, and he's been on my show a couple of times. So I can't say enough good things about Steve. I mean, like I said, if any actor can get a role with Steve, it's going to be a solid movie and well done movie. So yeah.
I was actually supposed to go down to Texas to do a background thing too, but I've been so busy like on my end. It just wasn't. It wouldn't have been easy for me to go down to do a background role.
Not from New York to Texas. That's all.
Yeah.
I was gonna drive down because it's only like 10 hours, but I haven't had time to do it, and with the conventions coming, taking time off from work for that. Man, I couldn't if I really wanted to.
You're a producer on that one too, right?
Yeah, associate producer on that. That was the role. So yeah, I was. It worked out good. I got lucky on that one, just getting in part of that movie, because I really do believe that's going to be a really good one. I mean, along with the joke and stuff too.
I appreciate it.
And Flower City Butcher. Oh, I love horror, so I'm really looking forward to Flower City Butcher.
I'm going to try my best.
It's going to be good.
Yeah,
I'm going to get the first review too.
Thank you. Campaign goes live April 1st on Indiegogo. So
you're gonna have 2 campaigns going. That's pretty wild. And congratulations on hitting 3K today.
Thank you, and I appreciate the contribution as well.
I wish I could have done more. It's been with the conventions coming up. It's like
you do a lot.
Well, I got big plans, like I said, for the conventions with the trailers and everything. So, maybe get Anthony Krypt to do a teaser trailer for you with it, get a little sneak peek in him in there, and we'll run a demo, the trailer reel at not Krypticon, but Bucala and Phantasm in August. Like, I'm looking forward to both those events because Bucala got some big things planned, and then Phantasm gives me even more time. And it's gonna be insane. I got the 20x20 at Spookala, and then there's a lot in the works for Phantasm that I'm really excited about on top. So
if everything goes well with the trailer, I mean, it'd be cutting it close, but we could probably get a teaser for you by August.
Yeah. I mean, that's about the way. So you got a little bit of time to do it. Plus, I got stuff I can use from Batman Killing Joke that you've done. And,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I got some big plans. It's just a matter of setting up. The problem is I don't live there, so getting there, I'm getting there like 2 weeks early, so I got everything I could possibly need for the event that I couldn't mail already, or I need to be there in person to make sure I get exactly what I want. The TV I'm going to get there and all that other fun stuff. I'll probably get all the reels together so I have a loop cycle of all the different things. So it's a lot of work. I'm going on vacation to do some work.
I couldn't imagine editing anything and putting all that together.
Well, luckily I got good friends too that are really helpful. My father's a tech genius himself, so And my parents have become super horror fans themselves. And yeah, it's been fun. I can't. I love these conventions. I'm not looking forward to driving to Florida in May and back, and then again in August. But once I'm there, it's just so much fun, especially since we got so much family there. Try to get
Cool.
Devo and my granddaughter there. That'd be nice to get them there for one of these. So that's something in the works. But I want to ask Anthony some more questions. It's I don't want to say it's hard to ask the questions, but what hey, I'm trying to figure out a question to ask him. I'm having one of those days, and I usually don't have this in the live stream. I'm at a brain fog. But so what do you usually do for a regular job? Well, like, is there something that you do that has connection to the acting or helps with acting? Is there like I landscape the
That's more. That's more of my goofy self all day. I just kind of. My girlfriend can tell you I pretty much just do voices all day, or I'll yell, or just pretty much just act like a character all day. But other than that, for my job, I install glass block windows.
Okay. So breaking some windows and stuff. Do you laugh if you do, or are you a pro? You don't break.
It's a fun job. It is. I enjoy it. Some days it's hard.
Yeah, I can believe it. But so the campaign starts April 1st for Flower City Butcher. What's your total that you're trying to hit? What's your goal?
Well, I set the goals low on Indiegogo, so the initial goal for that one would probably be like $1,000. So the strategy behind that is hopefully we hit that as soon as possible, and then the campaign goes in demand on Indiegogo, and they'll keep us active as long as we stay busy on there. So we'll set a low initial goal, but we want to try to raise as much as we can for it, because I want to be able to give these guys some money if we can afford it. Both movies are going to be awesome, and blessed to have met you three incredible, talented. Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, so we're just trying to get as much as we can for it. The more money we get for it, the better we can make the film. It's not meant to be like, for example, the Batman's meant to be a bit more cinematic and have more of like a Hollywood feel. The Flower City Butcher is meant to have more of a raw kind of indie feel to it. It's kind of lower budget thing. I kind of know that going into it, but we're just gonna work with what we have and make the best thing possible.
Down and dirty, huh?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with. I like gritty indie movies. There's nothing wrong with that, and for indie and horror, it just kind of goes. It really does.
The thing with the Indiegogo campaigns too is that a lot of those perks are like involve people into the movie, so you can give somebody a role into the movie, or they're director for a day or something like that. And I don't want to water down the film by just stuffing more characters in, or having somebody that doesn't really know anything about the movie come in and direct for a day or something like that. So I keep a lot of that stuff out of the perks.
That could be a slippery slope. I know there's a lot that do it, and I'm not going to say it's a good idea or a bad idea, but I could see it.
Yeah,
really it could possibly have a really negative effect too. It could have a positive one, but it can also have a really negative one.
And I don't put down the people that do it because they have different goals or whatever. Some of those people are out to make money. They know what the end result's going to be, and they're just happy to do it. Or some people might be there to help guide those directors for the day, or have something in mind that I'm not thinking. But for me, as far as storytelling purposes, I just want to keep it simple. So I know, okay, these 5 main cast members plus these 3 other people, and then I have these couple extra characters, and that's it. It's 10 people maybe, instead of having 20 or 30 or 40 people on set, for the Flower City Butcher, which is meant to be a pretty simple, straightforward
Butcher?
hour and a half.
Hour and a half. So you're going all out, full feature, huh?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I don't.
Man.
I can't bring myself to do the short films. I know a lot
Go
of people
big or
like
go
doing
home.
them. Yeah, yeah. I can't get interested in doing my own short film. I if I see a movie, I want to see a full length movie, and I think that's what a lot of other people want to see. I watch the short films just to support the people that are making them, but if I didn't know those people, I probably wouldn't watch them.
Yeah. I could see it being, cutting your movie short, but it can also be with a short script, something, if it's done right, could be effective in a short amount of time, depending on the movie and what you're really going for.
Yeah, I know this guy that's doing like an anthology kind of thing. So he'll film like 15-minute segments or something, and then at the end, kind of put them all together. So
Right.
that's an interesting idea. But then you still have a full length movie.
Yeah. Well, I know Anthony Pitts is Jason Pitts. I got so many Anthony's
Yeah,
in here now. Jason Pitts
Jason
is
Pitts.
doing
Yeah.
the 4 movies, and they're about a 30-minute runtime, which he's hoping at the end to put all 4 together, and I think that'd be really cool because that makes it a nice 2-hour movie of,
Right.
and it can fit real well. And I get why, and I think it's a good idea. And for him, and the way he's doing it, that works perfect because on a lower budget, he can get more out of it and tell a part of a story in a 4-part story. So it might even been the guy you were talking about when you were talking.
It was a different guy.
Different guy.
Yeah. I was talking about John Moody. He's making I forget off the top of my head what it's called, but Lydia was in one of the segments, so that's how I know about it.
Okay, yeah, Lydia.
Actually, John actually showed me part of it at one point too. Now that I think about it, so I had both of them telling me about it.
Lydia's definitely got a big career ahead of her, for sure.
I hope so. Yeah, she stays busy. She just had a podcast last night. She does Just the Deets on Thursday nights, and she had some guests on last night.
Yeah, it was a great show. It was a really good show. Well, we're hitting towards 45 minutes. Is there anything you guys want to announce? Anthony Creek, good time.
I had a great time, honestly. This is fun, even though that I get nervous every single time.
That's all right.
No, I thanks for having me, honestly. I'll always come back whenever you have an open spot.
I definitely want you to come back on. We're going to talk about some of your upcoming films and stuff, man.
No, that is totally fine with me. Glad to. I'm just trying to get comfy in this light. Next time I'm going to actually pick the gaming room to sit in so I don't have to have that thing shining.
The more you do lives, the more you'll get comfortable with it too. Believe me, it's hard when you first start doing it because it's a totally different thing. And then on this, you got to look at your face too while you're talking, and I hate that. And I got this big old schnoz in the way, and I'm trying to look around it, but it's always poking out. It's rough. It's not easy doing live streams. But you guys rock, man. Anthony, I appreciate it. Setting both you Anthony's. It's Anthony C and Anthony C. What can I say?
Yeah.
I know, it's funny.
But I appreciate Anthony Caimano setting this up, and I've enjoyed sitting down and getting to know you. And I'm really rooting for you. I hope your career really takes off, and I hope these roles go the way they're going for you. Yeah, glad you hooked up with Anthony Caimano. Such a great guy. And,
Thank you.
Yeah, he really is.
We'll be doing more. Tomorrow night,
awesome.
I got the same time. I got on Jason Pitts, who I was just talking about, and James Stokes, and we're going to be talking about his upcoming Voorhees movie. Yeah, James Stokes is a big dude. That dude's. I can't wait to see him play Jason. It's going to be a fun one tomorrow night. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, I'm glad I'm on the other side of the screen. That's a big dude. I wouldn't want to piss him off. Hopefully I don't say something. But thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody who's out there watching and supporting. And take care, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you
Peace.
so much. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Take care.